Politics NY with Skye Behind the Curtain, where we speak with community advocates and people who are running for office about who they are and what they stand for. And right now I'm with Olena Nicks, and she's running to be the town clerk for the town of Hempstead, the largest township in America. So welcome to the show, Olena.
Thank you so much, Skye, for having me, and hello, everyone. I am a lifelong resident of the Uniondale community, and by day, I work for a nonprofit organization that fights for reproductive justice as well as equitable healthcare. And by night, I am a first lieutenant and firefighter in the Uniondale community. I also sit on the library board as vice president, and our Uniondale Community Council as a trustee. Decided to run, I want to say it was maybe 2 years ago. So as I sat on the library board, we often reached out to the clerk's office. And right now, our library, we're looking to expand. I mean, Uniondale is bursting at the seams in population size, and we're looking for ideas of where to move or how to build on for a new library. And we started reaching out to the clerk to kind of work with her as she handles all the records of the town. And we weren't getting a lot of feedback. And as I started to sit in more civic association meetings and discuss with our local residents, and because in Uniondale, we deal with our direct Uniondale community, but we also deal with the greater Uniondale community, which is gets extended to like Hempstead, Baldwin, because our school district is also broken up that way. So there are a lot of people who utilize the resources through Uniondale. And I was starting to hear a lot about the dissatisfaction of not receiving responses from the town clerk, not being able to get in contact with her, and just overall not receiving the best service that they could. So understanding that I had been servicing the community for such a long time, that just seemed like a good fit. And for me, I'm never one to hear that there's an issue and not act on it.
Fantastic. So it's a tough race moving forward. I know the town of Hempstead has had Republican control for quite some time, maybe like 100 years, and then a brief moment where we had some Democratic control.
Right. And, and I always tell people this, I am a proud Democrat, but when it comes to the town office, it has to be, it should really be run as a bipartisan operation, because that's what it is. I mean, we aren't dealing with really national issues there. We're dealing with day to day, like these are the people, these are your neighbors who are making decisions, the budgets for your taxes, the services that you receive throughout your community. And we need people like Jason and myself who are able to work with everyone, understand the needs, and be willing to learn from our residents and deliver the best services to them.
Yeah, that's a good point that you bring up, that it really isn't about party politics, and it shouldn't be. It should really be about servicing the community to the best of the ability. Any other message you want to get out there to the community?
I want to say that as our communities are changing, the way that we do our day-to-day is changing. We need a clerk, we need an administration that is going to move the town forward. It's interesting for me to understand a lot of the demographics where in the town, more than 60% of the individuals living in the town are under the age of 44. So what that says to us is that these are working class professionals, and they need a town administration that's going to move with them, right? So our hours, the days that we work, some of us are working from home, some of us are working 2 jobs, and being that the clerk's office is so essential to connecting the community to the town board and the community to resources, we need to make sure that we mobilize that office. We're expanding the hours that we're available. We're going above and beyond to get into the communities and push out information wherever our residents receive that.
Yep. So we'll see what happens. All eyes are on the town of Hempstead, the largest township in America. And good luck to you, Olena Nicks. It's a pleasure to have you here on Politics NY with Skye.
Thank you. And thank you for having me.